we're going to be back after them. We got to go to them first.
Yeah, well, the pistol's live. Apparently, that's underway. We've missed the first couple of kills, but that's fine. We don't mind too much. It kind of builds the excitement as Nico makes his way to the A side. The bomb is down indeed. He's lighting up only one. I thought he was going to get a couple there, but Guardian coming in to pick up the pieces. Not a player that's familiar too well with Cash, but it looks like Captain Mo, he's getting the job done. It's up to Rain now to 2 versus 1. There's the first headshot. Can he find the second? He might not be able to. 1 bullet remaining. He has to go for the reload here. No kit available. He's all in. I think he's done for. The bomb is a little bit too far gone. Mo's playing with him, and he'll come out on top as well. 1-0 for TyLoo on their map pick. This could be the chance they're looking for. Yota, as a sponsor of the tournament, they've got all sorts of decals on it.
General partner, it even says on the desk, if you want to be technical about their position. 1-0 TyLoo! It's not bad, Hank. That's exactly the start they need, but now they need to get the 2 other rounds as well.
Just to pull on the same thread that the desk will go on. Like I said, I spoke to Guardian quite a lot coming here, and he still says Cash is really unfamiliar territory for him. He's still learning. He'll main towards the B-bomb site, and he'll try and move around. He still hasn't quite found his mojo on that map yet. After going 3 years in his professional career without even touching it, it's understandable. But I'm sure he'll be able to deliver somewhat of a performance on him. As we get into the force buy from the FaZe side. 1 shot comes through. Guardian takes a little dabble towards T-spawn as well. Same story for Olofmeister. He pulls that shot off. Down to 6 HP though. Needs to get out of there very quickly indeed. I'm surprised he's staying around longer than this. He'll go down. Outstayed is welcome. Still a 3-on-3 though.
Still a 3-on-3. It's Kerrigan staring up toward the drop. Has no one in front of him immediately. Decent play.
Bit of a questionable decision there. Walking out middle by yourself, no utility.
Yeah, totally.
Might as well give that kill away for free.
Bondic does at least get Kerrigan back, so he won't have any guns to take further, but Nico's gotten Mo, and Bondic's in the same position. It's a deagle, and a deagle that works well, because Bondic was already tagged by Kerrigan in the process. So, it's now 1-1, and that is exactly what we said they had to avoid on TyLoo's side.
A little bit of frustration there coming from TyLoo. I'm not sure why Benta did that by himself. You've got the advantage. You haven't given them any weapons yet. He walks out middle, assuming it was clear. Never assume. It's
assuming.
Exactly. And a bit of a weird one from him. Gives the AK away, funnels him towards Nico, and that's not a place you want to go. Force buy from them this time. Captain Mo won't join them. Bomb down in the previous. It's a lot harder to win these sort of rounds of the T side. I guess it depends where you look at it. On this map, I would say maybe because there's so many little tight corners. The CDs can sit in with those CZs as we saw. To get opening frags with just pistols can be quite difficult on the T side. Rain of a gap. Easy kill. They're setting up for a big execution here. There's a player behind the white box in the sunroom. And Rain won't spot him just yet, but he's found the opening kill he needs. Goes to more defensive position. This is going to be a little bit of a lackluster execution. Be like a smoke towards heaven. CT spawn. 1 Molotov on the site from flashbangs, but they're not even on the site. They're both in checkers, so they should be absolutely fine here.
Starting off with Rain to take down a player not only in front, but one beside as he swings out at somebody in Mo, and then Guardian takes up Intet. We are on to a 2-1 phase start. Keep an eye on Guardian based on the storyline. Henry has betrayed. Is he really lost on this map? Really?
He won't be lost. He hasn't played at a professional level like ever. So he's just not his usual self. He hasn't got the same confidence, you know? That's the main problem. Like, we casted him Pro League this season, I think. He played against Astralis, I think. I might be wrong there, but it was a very... I think they won the game, but like you could tell he was not really feeling it. I'm not sure it was Astralis, but it was one of those... Sorry, it might have been Fnatic. I'm not 100% sure. Either way, round number 4. Full eco here, not a single dollar invested on the T side. It's quite rare to see that. Flashes come in. Nico, oh, he might go down here. Takes a couple of dinks with the Glock, but still on 24 HP. Finds the kill as required, and it will be Bondic towards the door. And presumably quite the clean sweep here as Kerrigan gets 2 in the A main. Nico to finish things off. 3-1. One of the rounds we don't really discuss too much. Not much we can take away from it. Do they take a pause here? Just to discuss the first gun round? Time will tell.
Time will tell all. Olaf sits. He seemed rather, I guess, indifferent at the end of the first map.
I think it would be. Like, it wasn't much of a strain for them. A few rounds went against them due to some individual greatness from, I think, somebody towards the end kept them alive, and then Ventet had some good rounds as well, but overall the team looked a little bit out of the depth, which is understandable. Execution here, just have a set piece at the very beginning, why not? It's looking pretty decent, but Nico, they're ready on the bomb site, gets two. That's fabulous by him. That's all he'll get. He'll do some damage to Bondic as well, and that should be the round. Kept him over decent position towards Forklift, but here's Olofmeister on the retake.
Off inside of the smoke with Mo and Bondic waiting to try and get angles in their favor immediately behind it because the bomb down, but they want to play it. DD instead has the better position, and DD's going to swing out. No call, no calm. Somehow Olaf sits in the open, and Mo, although gets the kill, was on the back of DD's performance.
The 5-on-3 as well. Peacemaker is fired up after that one. It was a bit of a sloppy retake from the FaZe side. Seemed a little bit apprehensive as to what they wanted to do. Didn't really have the firepower to challenge and push through those smokes. The UMP's looking a little bit tentative before they made their way in. Olofmeister stuck between two players there at the CT crate. We'll get into the next round. Presumably there is enough money to buy for the FaZe side. The AWP comes out for Guardian for the first time. 4-on-4 this time. It's a proper gun round here. Somebody has the only compromise with the UMP in hand. Flashbang to stop the B push. Guardian, like I said, normally plays towards B. That's his default position, but this time we'll be at the white box area. Kerrigan beneath the boost.
Shots back. It's Captain Mo. Spots Kerrigan getting aggressive in middle this time. However, no one's going to walk out and carelessly give their life away. Nico will sit on top of the right crate inside of A. Smokes go through, and Mo, meanwhile, back over toward B, is starting to feel out exactly what's going on inside of the site. Skylight's already blown out. Olaf, I think, is going to flash through it. Will there be a peek off of that? Hard to say because we're going to watch Bondic instead. Oh, if he'd still looked toward the forklift, may have spotted a player sneaking up toward it. Instead, Bintet gets Nico, and then Bondic is in position to get Guardian. So it all works out in the end, but Kerrigan's still at quad. They don't check it. Bintet makes amends for the mistake.
Oh, that should be the round, but wait. Rain is ready and waiting towards the B site. They haven't checked towards headshot. He'll get two of those, and the bomb will be planted. I'm not sure why they're planting without even checking that position. They just assume that it's open, but somebody recovers it somewhat. And now it's just Olofmeister. He knows the other player is removed from this situation. The smoke making things a little bit problematic for him. Just on the bomb site, that could be working against him. Or not. There's the kill. Baiting Benset in. Spots him. Molotov should do good work it. Oh, he misfroze it somewhat, though.
He was over to bounce it, put the angle back out toward the tunnels.
Yeah.
Double tap, gets closer, so Bintet has to commit to a peek, gets the shot, and he has the kit. It's the round. It all comes back to the fact that they committed to the fake and then didn't check for rain. Always look at the weather forecast before you go out in the morning, kids.
Yeah, it's very important to do so. Well, Nico doing good work there. That was the round before, actually. And this is just general highlights. It was Olofmeister left in that 2 versus 1. He did a good job, though. I'm not sure why TyLoo are not checking that headshot position. That's just another massive blunder. That's a key position. Like, players can just crouch there and not be spotted. You can only see their head when they stand up. That's why it's called headshot. The fact you're planting, we've even checked that, that's very questionable. As we go into round number 7, 4-2. Guardian, like I said, normal plays towards B. That's a hell of a nade. Does a ton of damage there as well. Takes Ventet down to 58. And he'll be there by himself for now. Just looking to stop them coming towards the B site. I think he has to allow them to have it now. Smoked out. Bomb should be planted here. Somebody's feeling a little bit brave. And he goes, works out for him. He won't stay alive by the looks of things, or maybe he will. How's Olofmeister let him survive?
He must have had his knife out, trying to run to get closer to the site because he was in the open and the shot didn't come through. Bondic gets Kerrigan. Rain does finally get somebody down and takes the AWP back out of the picture, but TyLoo has the site and the bomb ticking as Olaf wants to try and make his way back in with the M4. It's Nico in mid and Bondic to wait. Who shows first? Bondic's head spotted, no shot lands, and Bondic can now ready for the fight. Nico still wins it. That'll turn the attention of Bintet and Captain Mob, who still finds his one shot, but as he's occupied, hold that defuse. And Olaf, I think, has got it. Now, oh my goodness, he didn't hold it the first time. He didn't hold it until he realized he was in a fight.
I think they've got that.
That's close.
No, he hasn't got it.
Wow. So the fact that he holds it because he thinks Mo is fighting the vents, and then he runs back, and Nico was not on his backside and let him basically get to his teammate.
Yeah, why? It has to be one or the other. Like, if you're going to go all in, let's go help Nico out, but don't get off the bomb and then can't even really assist him there. So they're discussing it, maybe a bit of a heated debate as to what exactly happened. Wasn't ideal though,
No.
either way. That should have been around on the board, and to the Deagle they go down. It will be a force buy here. TyLoo might have them on the ropes.
Door open as the flash goes in. Oh no, Nico didn't see him. He was there. He was behind the wall. Bondic. He goes back out. Nico does at least get the kill in the end, but goes down to 23 HP. It could have been done more efficiently, and he spotted him earlier on when the flash went in, but Bentet, meanwhile, behind the smoke, tries to spray and catch the low HP Nico. Retreating. He's not. He smartly stayed in that corner, knowing he is susceptible to such a spray. Olaf is found, I'm afraid, by Didi. Good read.
Doing work. Not out of the woods just yet, though. Guardian doing some damage to the Deagle. Don't think he'll find a kill. Very unlikely he does so. Bentet takes him down, and now it's up to Rain once again. Surely you check it this time, boys. They will do. And there will be the frag. There it is. Check it, and he'll be fine. This was the force buy from FaZe, just a note. It's getting a little bit dicey for them. 4-4, we're all tied up. Remember, this is the map pick of TyLoo. You have to excuse me. There have been a few blunders from FaZe. It hasn't exactly been the tightest of games from their point of view. Just Nico now, 2 kills on the board. Trying to stay alive with this AK-47. I doubt that happens.
Thanks again.
Well, not much I can do about a button.
You know, it's fine. You're a button.
Yep. You push mine.
Oh, bet I do. Another round for TyLoo. We go 4-4. Good start for them on the T side of Cash. Maybe there is something in it for them on this map.
Time will tell. Certainly looking uncomfortable now. It has to be the eco for FaZe. It's looking promising though for the Asian side / Ukrainian. Even brought the flag with him, Bondic.
Attaboy, Bondi.
So Nico does save the AK-47. I think he didn't even drop it, didn't have a pistol to drop his teammates, so it's just up to him to try and find an opening here. He'll be holding towards B site. Olaf Meister use him as a little bit of bait, perhaps. Get him on the hook. Oh, that's the AK gone.
Intent with the opener as well. Nico down. AK gone, but picked up by Olaf. Olaf, the rock and roll destroyer. It's actually just Olaf, the rock and roll destroyer. It's one of Anthony Green's first ever bands. The more you know. Somebody takes down Kerrigan. Guardian gets somebody back, and as he retreats to the lockers, he gets around the corner, actually. So actually have a bit of an angle he could maybe work to his advantage, but Bondic says enough of that. Rain, last alive, gets to the truck, has an AK headshot potential, but Mo, just to say his name differently, hits the shot.
This is looking much better. They actually take the lead now. TyLoo trying to get fired up. So I will say this, if only have a rule set, the official Valve rule set, TyLoo would be a little bit knackered. We are assuming that Peacemaker can actually be allowed to talk in these rounds. I hope he is. That could be a little bit controversial if he's not. But round number 10, 5-4. And then we'll be Captain Mo boosted up. Just looking for any CT pushes there. Just watching above that smoke to see if anyone tries to sneak through. Olaf Meister has tried a couple of times with pistols. No head armor at all for the FaZe clan. Limited on grenades as well. Nico with nothing really whatsoever into this round. No defuse kit. It's looking a little bit uncomfortable for them.
Certainly not looking flawless. Not quite so easy and breezy, like a beautiful cover girl. Good shot from Guardian, takes down Didi.
Yeah, nice fast flick there.
It's actually a clean hit too. I thought it was through the edge of the wall, but it was not.
Overextended there a little bit, Guardian. He's hoping he's setting the flames and the T's assume he's fallen back, but he ultimately just takes a lot of damage there. Gets nothing for it. With the man advantage, it might not have been worth it. Nico boosted above the door. You get in this position like the light above the door to give you a slightly deeper angle. It's not as versatile, you don't get to see as much, but you can see a little bit further in. That's why he does it. Down he goes, but dropped by somebody at the same time.
Somebody with a shot onto Nico. Olaf, smoke down, red crate looks for the shot instead, but relays the information to Kerrigan, who acts accordingly and swings to his left, and then Bintet makes up for it and gets them both. This should allow the bomb plant as Guardian will get in a position to try and catch somebody when he retreats, nearly gets the shot in the gap. On the back of the gap, though, it's Rain that gets closer. Guardian's gone. Bintet figured out because of it. Rain reads it perfectly and finds somebody behind the quad as well.
These rounds are testing FaZe, at least. They're looking like things could go horribly wrong for them, but Rain delivers a really nice performance there in the 2 versus 1. Bintet with 3 kills in the round. He has been solid so far. He top fragged on Inferno. He was actually top of the server at the end of the first half. 3 not enough to find him success here in round number 10, and we'll be all tied up at 5-5. Now asking for the HP of Rain. There's Bintet with the headshot through the smoke. That's in a round gone by. But at least paints a picture as to how Bintet's playing right now. Guardian with a nice little flick there as we enter round number 11. Problem is for FaZe, winning that round means they only get $3,500 per player into this one. So the rebuys of only one player surviving are a little bit up and down. Bit of a mishmash with Famus's UMPs and still limited. Guardian gets dropped the orb by Rain, and there's a mid play coming in as well. Good nade by Guardian. Great nade. Mid control will be granted towards the TyLoo side.
Somebody inside of the vents already. Nico spotted him get there, but couldn't get shots off when he reappears. Tries to do exactly the same. Bit more success this time. Guardian shuts down Bintet. That may have saved his teammate Nico's life because he was tagged to 15, and one more bullet would have taken him down. He stays alive on the A site to defend. Meanwhile, Guardians rotated back out from the inners of the site toward the front. He'll go through the garage and inside of A main as well. Knowing now that it is clear. Incomplete, I was going to say. Might get caught out by a peek back in the doorway, but doesn't. 59 seconds. Rain waits. Olaf will know as soon as that vent gets busted out.
Or even before the barrel.
He could, yep, you're right. And he spots it. One down already. Good response from somebody. Rain has him immediately after, though. And no entrance, surprisingly, from A main, or the B main, excuse me, on the back of it to try and get the kill. But when DD goes, he finds Kerrigan looking out from the tree, which was the defense pattern that they had in place for the transition. And it's therefore an excellent entry. Despite being left to a 2 versus 2, the bomb goes down. DD is very low, but not much worse off than Nico, to be fair. He's on 15. Good shot from Mo. Good read that Guardian would peek with the AWP.
Yeah, pretty easy shot there for Captain Mo, and now up to Nico with 15 HP. Almost impossible at this stage, but it is Nico. We'll see what he can do here. Flashbang towards B storage as well. He's got one player towards Sunroom. He has no idea. Down he goes, and what a recovery that was. DD with 3 kills in the round. There's 2 on the bomb side as well. Incredible. A little bit messy from FaZe. They don't look themselves in this map. Like it seems like there are some holes in the defense after getting the advantage once more. Rain caught out position, transition back towards the bomb side itself. This has to be an eco now from the FaZe side. They're going all in. We've got CZ and Armor. It costs around $1,000 just over to have that investment. Yeah, so down to $900.
Nade's down. Flash out. DD smokes as well. Can get positioned toward Sunroom should he want to. I think he's actually just blown out the window to try and sell the fact that he's gone a little further in than he has, as Kerrigan is lined up right with the deagle in hand and finds the headshot onto somebody. He'll flash through the smoke as well with the MAC-10 picked up and try and spray down behind them. Blinded is Bondic, yet he can't find the damage to take him down, and eventually Mo will go searching and make sure he makes short work of Kerrigan. It leaves no one directly on the site. 3 players inside of middle, and I think this is going to be an exit approach.
Yeah, CZ's even upgrade to the AK-47s. TyLoo increased their lead, though. This is going to be 7-5. So if you're just joining us, this is the best of 3. It's the wild card qualifier. Basically what that means is this isn't officially the start of the tournament just yet. We're finding out who's going to be the final member of Group A. Then we also have a Group B game coming up as well with the very same sort of setup. That's going to be between Vega and Team Liquid. So right now, FaZe are up 1 map to 0 against TyLoo. That was on their map pick, the Inferno. And now we're on the TyLoo map pick, which is obviously Cash as you're watching it. And it has to be said that FaZe are struggling somewhat here. TyLoo are actually showing up and showing us quite a decent game. FaZe ranked #1 in the world right now, and after their changes, TyLoo, I think, are barely inside the top 100. So if they did manage to take this to a third map, that would be very interesting indeed.
A little more smiles this time, a little more jubilant than they were. Jubilant, I should say. Than they were in the previous map. And naturally so. The first lead they've had.
Another timeout now. Raban, the coach of FaZe, a chance for him just to chime in, work out what's going on. Got two Swedes in that lineup now, of Olof Meister joining.
Swedes indeed. Intense, waiting for the rush, finds 2, 3. Looking for 4. Can he get 4? He's got 4. Number 5. We need number 5. No 5.
No 5, no dice. Well, eco there for FaZe, rushing middle, hoping for the best. Unfortunately, BeNTER waiting for them. Hits his 14th frag. Nice little 4K for him. Regardless of being an eco there, taking down the FaZe players. And any sort of duel is always going to be something to have a bit of a sigh of relief over. As we enter round number 14 now. TyLoo have won the half. So this could be something interesting now. All-powerful Guardian, glass cannon, still no kit available for FaZe. This hasn't been the map we were expecting. Maybe 3 maps on the cards? Who knows? Guardian.
Could very well be. This is an impressive start from TyLoo, and it's the T side of Cash as well. You were saying Guardian, he's pushed up inside of A main. AWP at the ready. Good shot as well as he finds Mo. Mo had no idea.
That will do it.
That crosshair placement, Nico. Now! Slow to react. Still manages to get the shot on somebody. DD gets him back, and that means Guardian has to turn and be ready with the AWP. Double flash, both go deep. Smoke will be fine, however, but will they expect the fact that he's relocated in behind the forklift, having already cleared it? The problem is low HP for Guardian. Bondic checks it immediately.
A little bit of overcommitment now from the FaZe boys, but still a 3-on-3 after Carrigan, who can't find a single frag. This is a 5-on-3, I believe, so this has fallen apart quite quickly. Now a 3-on-2 in favor of TyLoo as DD opens things up once again.
Olaf, good flank, finds Bondic before he can be set and ready inside of A main. BeNTER now left on his own behind the quad. Rain's found DD as well. Rain's gone low. He's baited out the shots. They know exactly where BeNTER is, and he's aware that the bait therefore means probably advancement on the other side. Good find of the first kill. He's able to transition behind the red crate as well. And Olaf tries to go above, head shown, but still finds the shot.
Just about got the defuse as well. It looked like BeNTER had done everything perfectly. They even read that Olaf was going up in that position. Can't quite find the shot, though. The defuse is quite comfortable in the end. It's Rain trying to bait in Olaf as much as he possibly could, but still only one player surviving. All the rounds FaZe are winning aren't really that convincing there. Like just about scraping through them with 2-on-1 clutches, and TyLoo are making this very difficult for them. This is not the game they were expecting. I think this is probably, or arguably, the weakest map FaZe have in their pool right now. It seems like they're a little bit lost on the CT side. It is one of the hardest CT setups to really get together, especially got a player that doesn't really play too much. He sees on 8 kills, 10 deaths. It's not really a performance Guardian is used to putting out there as an incendiary for the boost position. Into the final round of the first half. Nico going to be flashed in here towards the squeaky door. Carrigan sets out the pop flash. Door will be opened. In he goes. Boom. It's quite nice to watch. It's very well synergized as the A execution comes in. It might be up to a B fake there. You can see the bomb on the other side of the map. They'll throw the smokes, try and pull a player away from the B side itself, and then hopefully running together. But it might not work out. Somebody taken down by Nico with the same sort of approach, pushing him in the flashbang. Bomb recovered towards B, but they haven't peeled a CT player off yet. Easy shot for Guardian. Carrigan chiming in as well.
Rain back through the vents will support Guardian's position. The more he can stay in the corner, the better off it would be because they'd have to commit and Guardian will be ready. He manages still inside of the flames to find a kill before burning alive. Mo credited with the deed, but it's all on to Bondic. And I think he's dead now. Guardian doesn't even flick or react, just knows he's walking into his position, not seen. And that'll end our half. Hank?
It will indeed, but TyLoo winning the pistol there, actually winning the half 8-7. I'm not sure anyone expected that. This is a team that's come back swinging in the second. Looks like this system might have legs to it after all. You know, the highlights for you. Nico had to work really hard at these Desert Eagles and 4 spy frags. None of them were really that convincing for FaZe. It was all a little bit of a stretch. Every time it felt like they were under-equipped and maybe missing a few vital elements to their CT setup. Never got rolling to a comfortable position where they could really sink their teeth into it. Lots of aggressive pushes from Nico. These are against ecos. I'm not too excited about this one, but...
Very excited.
This is always a really nice position, especially for players jumping up towards that white box there. Gets 2 frags. They actually lost this round. That was a 5-on-3. That's why I'm saying like they were sort of struggling altogether. There's a shot from Ventet. Through the smoke, of course. Sounds like we're into the second half. Maybe get off the highlights. I'll break it down for you. Will be a B rush from FaZe and Co. They've got a couple of smokes. And Didi will be pushed back. He's the only B presence, but they have got players flanking in from T-Spawn. So bomb will be planted quite easily, but is the retake any good?
To be determined. Somebody busts out the fence and then goes back, thinking he's baited, and correctly so. Olaf into the pistol, and this could be a second pistol for TyLoo, but Nico's got other plans on the site, knows that he's under a lot of pressure, tries to find headshots toward headshot, can't do it. Bondic instead will get down Nico as Rain responds, but Rain's got more work and does good work. He's got to hold off the bomb, and he's got to wait for Guardian to get closer. Bondic's still battling back, but runs out of ammo. No shots in yet from Guardian, but now successful.
And almost fell apart left of the FaZe side. Nothing too technical in terms of the initial approach. Rushing B. It was only Didi waiting for the other side. He couldn't really do much about it whatsoever. He falls back to CT spawn and go for the full retake. First 2 kills come in their favor, but then Nico, Carragher start to come to life. 2 versus 1 to finish it. Ooh, some missed shots from the CT side as well. It's all off. Looking a little bit happier after winning the pistol. 4 spy across the board for TyLoo. Even Captain Mo's getting stuck in with the Desert Eagle. Rain fancies his chance towards middle. I think he spotted an arm there towards connector. I'm not 100% sure. Smoke will come through now. He definitely knows players there. Saw the trajectory of the grenade come through. And it will be Nico with the bomb. I beg your pardon, it's all off. It's the Eneos that are putting me off. Chance for FaZe to take the lead once again.
Olaf drops in. Flash was then first thrown from his teammate. Flash responded by Mo from headshot. That knows based on trajectory. Olaf knows that he was toward headshot. Eventually sprays in and finds him as well as he jumps up behind the generator based on where the Molotov was placed. So very good work of the mind from Olaf to find the kill. Continue on, finally it's taken up from Big not knowing that they stacked up the position, and 2 on top of the site with the crossfire, making it interesting because Kerrigan's now fallen, and it's a 2 versus 2. The HP guns still a favorable situation for FaZe, and they want the guns on the TyLoo side and get aggressive. Rain still in position, dinked as well, but does manage to get the second kill.
Well, there it is. TyLoo with a 4 spy. They get close to winning it, but on the CT side, close isn't really going to cut it, especially at this point in the game. They have to take a full eco here, and they won't have the AWP, presumably, on the first gun round as well as the Captain Mo. $1,900 full eco here, get $2,400 into the next. Not enough to buy, unless he gets 2 kills with the USP right here, right now. Not going to be a thing. That is a bit of an issue. Not a devastating one, but certainly a contributing factor to the outcome in the next round. And number 18, bit of a bonus situation, I guess. 2 pistols for FaZe, unorthodox. 5-man stack towards highway, Matt. Have you ever seen anything like it in your life?
Not one, Tank.
Here we go.
It's an entirely new phenomenon.
What's going to happen here?
Kerrigan jumps out and realizes, oh, wait a minute. It's actually kind of funny if you watch that from his view. Guardian's going to take advantage of it. Goes down, and they do need to calm down. Rain, you included, because they're going, thankfully, beside him, and he realizes it.
Well, there you go. Didn't lose much there, but give a couple of kills away. I see the money as quickly as you do, so we'll have a look in a second if they can get an AWP out. Maybe with those 2 kills from Bentet, they can actually drop an AWP, and he won't have armor and a rifle. I don't think that's the best idea. When your riflers actually have armor to work with, it's actually very detrimental for them not to. Very vulnerable to grenades and aim punch, which isn't such a factor anymore, but still, I think there'll be 5 rifles, which they absolutely are. 1 kit for Bentet with the extra kills. It's $400 for the defuse kit these days. Used to be 200 in my day.
Back in my day, I used to walk uphill to school, both ways, knee deep in snow. Yeah, you know, whatever. Nico takes down somebody. As FaZe with the lead, looking to just get it done. Bondic walks through. Kerrigan does respond swiftly and takes his head off. That's going to make things awkward as they continue to try and defend the A site, and I think this is going to amount to a save for both Bintet and Mo.
That's quite a sick way to face it. The way Rain's doing it, you just don't expect him to drop down to that angle. You'd be like pre-aiming the roof. Like, that's quite cool the way he does that. Oh, Bintet desperately trying to hold onto his rifle. That's pretty much all he can hope for. The bomb is planted. It will not be defused today. 4-on-2. Captain Mo joins him. Like we said, doesn't get the AWP to work of this round. And then the rifle gets one. They're getting information as to where the CTs lie. Olofmeister takes one of them down, and now it's just up to Bintet. Holds towards heaven. Guardian seems to be aware. Spots him. Nails the shot. Full eco for TyLoo coming in. Maybe some upgraded pistols, that'll be about it. Oh, there's a replay for you.
Decent from Guardian.
Lovely stuff.
Decent from Guardian. This was almost around they lost, however. That was when they jumped through in the stack, so. Guardian saving the day with the CZ, mate.
Airstrike coming in on that note. And it will be TyLoo maybe nading towards boost spot. Maybe not. Where are they going to go? That's where I'd be nading. It will, though. Head set up towards middle. 4 players. Maybe the main entrance. Yeah, they will nade boost. I knew it. Come on. Get the kill. No, no damage inflicted. Unfortunate.
Boost now. After the nades. They're going to go for cheeky stacks. They're probably going to go somewhere else, so it's probably open. You know what I'm saying? So why don't we boost you up? Guardian, meanwhile, the op, ready for the fact that they're going to start pushing through. I think he's aware, yes, certainly is now that Bintet went to the lockers. Rico doesn't see Bondic when he walked out. That's rather unfortunate, but Kerrigan from Highway denies DD the availability of the AK. Missed shots. Guardian, please save my life, and Rain does it. Walks around the corner and keeps Guardian alive.
First gun round coming in. We'll see whether this actually works out for TyLoo. They probably have the AWP this time. Maximum loss bonus. That's 5-0. Echoes through the headsets there of TyLoo. Peacemaker will be trying to give out the orders. No AWP once again. That is a bit of a problem. Definitely can afford it. Maybe their setup is based around the rifles here. It's Guardian on the AWP, of course, and we'll head towards B with the bomb for now. It won't be a fast play from what I can see. Maybe it does go for the initial pick. There are 3 players from the CT side on this side of the map. Taking a shot. It's Guardian. Doesn't land anything just yet. It was close, though. Good nade damage, and Olofmeister spots one in the vents. He's just going to try and take him down and boosted one up. He knows it. DD gets one, but that's all he'll find, as it's the 3-on-3. Captain Mo does fight back somewhat. Same story as he gets the second. Bondic and somebody now. Other side of the map, Matt.
That's the B side, in case you were keeping track and playing along at home. Guardian is going to place the bomb down immediately behind the triple stack. Somebody wants to clear out toward tree. With the smoke down, he'll get the angle that corresponds, therefore, to B main. He can, from his position, to work in tandem with his teammate, and together they will perish and go down. It's gone not quite as well, I think, for TyLoo this half, Hank. Is that fair to say?
That is fair to say. 6-0 down. Not yet posting a single round on the CT side. It was looking very good on the T half. TyLoo, though, significantly dropped off. That full force buy in the second, meaning they couldn't get the AWP out yet to even see that weapon, and looked like it doesn't get much better into round number 22 here. 3K, well, 3,500 on 2 players there. 4K on the others. That's still not a great buy. With that amount of money, you can get an M4, some body armor, and 1 smoke. It's really not ideal. You don't need the head armor on the CT side, especially when they're fully equipped with all AKs across the board. Another tactical pause here. I really would like to have a look at the rulebook. We need Sembler here. He normally gets the rulebook for us. We have it on the desk.
Well, he is the commissioner.
And we can read it. And he knows what he's doing. We never ask.
I never know what I'm doing.
Then I could at least confirm on the stream whether Peacemaker is allowed to talk, because he does it every round.
Careful, Hank. This is a fragile.
It's getting passionate.
It sounds... Ooh. That was a good passionate bang, isn't it? That's what I like. Nico. Already inside of A main with his AK staring toward truck. He's cleared that. Magnifies the evidence and correlates the angle that Bondic is in the corner. That meanwhile will sit beside the red crate, and Bondic will go on top of it, and as he falls away, Nico takes the soul from the body before the body hits the ground. Still away with just the single pistol inside of the site. It's not a stack, but FaZe is waiting to see what reveals itself as time ticks onward. Somebody's position behind the sandbags in the middle could potentially catch off Rain if he gets confident enough to just rush down based on what's going on toward A. Bintet still in position, down by Nico. And this is where Rain could be caught out. Exactly similar fashion to what I might have expected from him as well, because they'll suddenly realize A is open and he won't have the decency to check that position. I'm sure it's gone. I don't know if he has or he hasn't. I heard pistol shots. Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. The whole oh, that I didn't expect. We lost our monitors there just as it was, so I couldn't really tell you or not. But yeah,
it was just part of the hype. Build the tension.
Well, the second shot was really, really good. Flash timing is great as well. Somebody's gotten 3 kills.
Yeah, that's something. Might be a little bit too late at this point, but still 3 kills on the board. 14-8. Last chance saloon for the Asian squad. They're currently a map down, looking down the barrel of a second as well. This is a best of 3. It's not the group stages just yet. This is the wild card qualifier. They get one game, one chance to prove themselves here against the world #1. It's looking grim. They're going to need a lot of rounds in a row here, pretty much all 7, just to guarantee overtime at this point. But the first time, the orb comes out. They did this on Inferno as well. The force buy is a real problem for them. And they didn't have the utility to hold off FaZe in that first half of Inferno. They did it again here on Cash. I think if you're the underdogs, you need your orbs out. You need your utility to work with here. Captain Mo misses out on what looked like a guaranteed shot for him. And Bitnet, though, he gets the first shot. Carrigan goes down. He has been a really impressive factor for that TyLoo squad as Captain Mo starts to make that orb sing.
Yeah.
Cracks for him.
Sing a sweet song. Nico's gotten Bitnet, as you call him.
Yeah, that was a problem.
Obsessed with Bitcoins, are we, Hank?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, you should get into Unicorn Gold. It's better. Bondic takes down Rain on top of the site. That denies the plant and puts it into a one-on-one versus Nico. Bondic's aware that he's... Is it?
Oh, hello.
Surely he's aware that he's dropped the bomb.
The confusion cam comes in.
The fact that he's left the site so quickly, I expected Nico would try and take advantage of it, but Bondic expects that he's going to wrap around because his last presence was known inside of middle. This becomes rather peculiar. He will have an angle toward the bomb when Nico enters. I don't know the time, but they both have 100 HP.
That is an issue.
And 100 armor.
That's true. Well, it's Nico hoping that Bonding makes the first mistake here. Nico, on the right hand of your screen, he'll be moving around actively. I assume time will be running down. Bondic's assuming he's coming from CD spawn, so the bomb's down on the site, as we can see. It all comes down to this moment. Nico hunting for match point, and indeed series point.
Bondic's playing the long, safe game.
You don't hear the bomb being picked up anymore, but you will hear it planted. Bondic tries to deny it.
He knows, yeah. Bondic was in the right position as soon as he heard it. He went back to it. And there was only... Okay, fair enough. So there's the part we didn't know, which I think if we could do that camera again, if we could add a clock, that'd be awesome. Because there was only 6 seconds left at the time of the kill. So he knew he would have been committed to the bomb site at that point in time.
I'm not a huge fan of the one-on-one cams.
You never have been, Hank?
No.
You never have been. You know why I think you're not, though?
Why?
Because you lost every one-on-one you were in, and it would have showed everyone that.
Yeah, that's exactly why. I historically lost every single one. It's a curse I had.
Yep.
I couldn't get over it.
It's true.
But it will be TyLoo with a chance, although it's a very small one, man, because they'd lose that round, or win that round, I should say, with one player surviving. He does manage to recover the AWP, but lose this is guaranteed to be over that $1,400. And they're definitely stretched a little bit thin this time as Bentet, as you would say. He's only got the M4, no nade. Same story for somebody as well. DD, he's only got the FAMAS. Difficult round for them to win.
Shots through the smoke, Bondic. Trying to deny the entry in the only place deployable. So throws Molotov into that open sea. We'll go through useless, which isn't so useless, Hank. Come on, I think it's a bit unfair.
It is a little bit.
Useless?
Yeah, maybe that's a bit of a strong word.
Yeah, if we take it out, you'd have to rotate all the way around the garage. Imagine that.
It's true.
What do you reckon, mate? Olaf, Rex, Didi. Somebody inside of mid, behind the smoke, pretty much in no man's land, is going to try and use that smoke to catch off Olaf, but can't do it. Map point ensuing. Impending, you could say. As Mo gets toward middle. Can't quite hit the shot, but in turn does not take any further damage. He'll back off. They know where he is. He wants to save the AWP.
Yes, it really doesn't need, but that's it. That should be the GG, as I spelt at the beginning of this round. They'll get $1,400 into what was already a difficult buy in the previous, and that's series point. This could be the early goodbye to TyLoo. I will say it one more time. They get to come to this event, not even make it to the group stages yet. It's the wildcard qualifier. They potentially were only going to play one best of 3 and go home. That is a bit of a kick in the teeth considering they've come all the way from Asia. But they don't get invited to many tournaments. They haven't qualified for much recently. So definitely want to come here and just kind of get experience. It's the first time we've seen this lineup. I don't know how much time it's got, you know, with Bondic, etc. in the lineup. It seems like it's a bit of a nightmare to manage. But this could be potentially their last round of the tournament. 2 maps and they're gone. Presumably they got tickets for the whole thing. St. Petersburg seems like a nice place. We'll see if this indeed is the end. Olaf Meister with the first opening kill. And it should be second as well. Guardian, lovely play with the Molotov. Baits out Captain Mo. 5 on 3. Make it a... Okay, 4 on 3 as Nico takes down another one. That should be it, Matthew. I'll let you take this one and finish it off.
I'll take it home?
Yeah.
All the way to the finish?
Let's do it.
All the way to the finish like a Honda engine. Bintet does get one. Kerrigan shows that it breaks down. Just like always. 16-9. Same score as the first game, Hank.
It's true.
Look at that.
It was looking much better in the first half, though, wasn't it? Second half.
32-18 in the series.
They really need to work. I can't stress this enough. I think this is a point I've been making for years. If you're the underdog team in these sort of games and you rely heavily on strategies, set pieces, certain AWPer, having utility, you need to allow that to happen. The force buy does not suit a team like TyLoo. They need to focus on the strategies they've been working. They've been boot camping or practicing the last 2 months, right?